Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. These Sunday podcasts are for me as well. You know what? And I know many people tune in for, whatever wisdom I have to bestow on any of my channels. And, many people have told me they got something from my Sunday morning simulcast, right? They'll say, they'll call it the good word, or they'll say I said what they needed to hear. But for real, these Sunday podcasts are for me as well. Now, I know, look, I'm not going to be modest in this. I know a lot. I know a lot. I have knowledge in a lot of areas. I have wisdom in a lot of areas. But it wasn't a wisdom that, just popped up. I just snapped my finger and all of a sudden I had that wisdom. I had to learn things the hard way. Think about it. I had to learn things the hard way. I had to have my failures in life. And if anybody say they haven't failed at something in life, they haven't lived life. So I've had my failures. I've had my setbacks. I've had my disappointments. I've had my heartbreaks. I might have dumped some women, but they've dumped me. I've had couple jobs, at least one job fired on. Other couple jobs, they were just like, hey, we trying to get rid of you, So I've seen a lot, had everything from, living in an expensive condo to, fixer up a house to living in somebody's basement. So I've gone through all of this stuff. And, I still have my challenges. Now, admittedly, I'm very successful. What I'm doing, at least successful for Rom. It's, making decent money, working to make more. Right? Things going pretty well for me. I have a lot of control over my life not to be a billionaire. But even then, there's still a challenge. We always have a challenge. There's still a challenge we got to deal with. There's always a challenge. I don't care who you are, what you got, how much money you have. Like, there's people who make money and they feel like, well, if I just make money, everything will be all right. I'll be able to get the maid. I'll be able to live where I want. I'll be able to buy the clothes I want, be able to get the car. Yet, how many people who got money, and they might even have, let's add some more to it. They got looks, got a nice body, might even have some popularity. They look like they got everything, but then you find out they depressed behind closed doors. Because they still don't have what they want. There's people, I had a mentor, he was telling me about, I ain't going to call the guy's name, but he said this guy was a billionaire. But because of some of the things this man did, he didn't really enjoy his own money. And you have that, right? I mean, how many people have, you got many men who are making a lot of money out here, but because, they making big money, but because they have some health issues, they might have erectile dysfunction or something. So they got all this money, all this power, but they can't enjoy something that a homeless dude on the street can enjoy, which is, sex with a beautiful woman. Think about it. We all have something. I use that relationship example, but, just in life, just get back to that whole thing of somebody having everything but being depressed or being insecure. See, the only difference between somebody who has a lot of money and somebody who doesn't, if they have some mental issues, they can just pay for better therapists. That's the only difference. A lot of people just have to suffer. A lot of people can hide it. When you look at you'd be surprised how many drug users are making a lot of money. I've met, because of some work I used to do, met a lot of drug users who were upper middle class whites. Now people would say, oh, well, they had white privilege and all of that stuff. But, when they strung out on heroin or something, they ain't thinking like that. So we all have something. with every single person. And, you know, when I do these podcasts, some of this stuff is to work out my own stuff. Like one of my issues, and I'll say it because I just talked about this on my Deep Thought channel, is using my gifts. There was a point I wasn't using my gifts. And in fact, I said that in a video. I wasn't doing videos, I wasn't doing podcasts like this. You know, I ain't think I could. I ain't think I could do podcasts or videos or anything. And it's ironic for somebody who's actually done seminars standing in front of people. You know, I didn't think so. But I had to work out the issues that were preventing me from doing it. You know, and I'm still a work in progress. You know, one of my mentors is a priest in his 70s, right? He's he's a priest in his 70s, very well known in the DC area. I'm not gonna call him out here, but anytime this man in his 70s, who in ways he probably don't even know was like a father figure to me, if he can say, look, I'm a work in progress, I mean, who am I to say I'm not working it out? And see, sometimes, you know, in working something out for myself, I'm like, well, somebody else might be going through the same thing. Like every single podcast is either something, well, a lot of it is something I've gone through at one point in life, you know? You know, like the gratitude thing. There was a time in my life I took stuff for granted. You know, I took stuff. I just knew it. It was like a point in my life. I remember when I was younger, it was like whatever I touched turned to gold. I've had periods like that, but you know, there was a point when everything was touched and turned to gold. I ain't appreciate it when it started turning to lead. I ain't appreciate the gold part, right? You know, so I was like, didn't save up for a rainy day. All of a sudden, some stuff hit. All of a sudden, it changed up. And I was like, dang, I am not winning, right? I am not winning. So, you know, I've gone through it. I'm not going to act like, look, I know a lot of people, they listen to my stuff. You know, they follow me. I got people who follow me on all my platforms and hit me up privately, right? People donate everything. Don't think for a second I don't know where you've been or been sitting there. We're working on it now. Now it's like even now where I'm going now it's a different set of things I'm dealing with. You know, I'd rather be dealing with it than some stuff I dealt with in the past. Well, it's still you're still a different thing. You know, like I'll give you an example, right? You know, a lot of men, many of the men who follow me are trying to get multiple women, right? But I've been there and done that. Now it's like Rom's going in the other direction now. It's just like, you know, you get up there and then it's like, wait a minute, you don't have that same drive just to be with multiple women. You start thinking, okay, quality. So all of a sudden it's like you're a lot pickier than I'm a lot pickier than I would have been at 33. A whole lot pickier. Because I'm looking at things differently, then that's another set. Because then it's like, okay, well, how do you find that specific person, you know, who can fit into what you want to do in life? So that's something. That's something right there. So it's like, you know, it could be anything. It could be anything. But sometimes when I do really all the time I do one of these things, it's like, all right, I've been through that, went through that then, let me talk about it. Oh, wait, this might be something I'm going through right now. And sometimes even, you know, people, y'all know my style. I'll give y'all a title and then I'm just flowing. I'm just flowing with it, right? Sometimes I had a question for something and it comes out there. It comes out for me. Sometimes this is, I mean, in many ways, this is therapeutic for me. That's why I do it. I mean, you know, I don't get as many views on these videos and I have them on all my channels, like on the, you know, the Sunday morning simulcast. I don't care. Because my feeling is, you know what? This is helping me. And because it's helping me, it can help somebody else. I want you to think about that. There's some powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. Right? So just understand how that rolls and everything. So anyway, just understand. Yes, I appreciate all the support I get on these Sunday morning simulcasts. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Shoot, even the trolls sometimes. But understand, as I'm helping y'all, I'm helping myself as well. So, anyway, that's it for today. Peace and blessings. Keep rising and transforming.